Hi everyone, my name is Andrew and I'm a motivational healer. And those of you who don't know, I teach spiritual development. Um, I enjoy giving psychic readings, healings, self-empowerment workshops, and anything to do with spiritual or metaphysical things. And tonight I just want to share a few words about counting your blessings. A few weeks ago, I had an amazing opportunity to go on vacation to South America and the Caribbean, and seeing different cultures and different people's lifestyles and what they have and what they don't have, how they live. And it was a very big reminder to me of how fortunate I am and how much I have and how much gratitude I should have each and every day. Some of the places I traveled to were very interesting, very pretty, very different. Some areas not so pretty, but nevertheless very, very interesting. And seeing how some of the locals lived, some of them had, aside from the clothes on their back, not much else. Um, they had far, I'd say, their problems were much different to what we're accustomed to, say, for example, here in North America. Uh, a lot of us typically, when we want things resolved or done, when we want something, we either want it very, very soon or we want it today. But in some of the countries that I was recently visiting, some of the people, uh, they had so little, but some of them had, I don't know how to explain it, just they make do with what they have. They have each other. That's one thing. They do have each other. They may not have a lot of material things, but they have each other. Even on the ship that I was traveling on, lots of the staff people, the cleaners, the servers, all the staff, basically were like treating each other like family. They were behaving as if they were like cousins, brothers, sisters. Some of them away from home for up to 8 months, 6 to 8 months of the year. Uh, and some of them have spouses, partners, children, and working long shifts, long days, running up and down, quite literally, early starts, trying to make all the vacationers have the most comfortable time and enjoy themselves, literally waiting on us hand and foot, going above and beyond. Um, and it was amazing that how close they were to each other, how they came together, how they helped each other out. Uh, basically, their fellow co-workers became their family. When you're away from home 6 months, 8 months at a time, you need some kind of family, whether they're blood or not. So it was wonderful to see the closeness and the kindness and the bonding between these people from so many different countries and cultures, just making it work. Just, I mean, some of them, their English was, good enough, but they were all speaking, most of them, the language that was not their home language, and they were just supporting each other. They were there for each other, and they were just, they looked so happy and uh, positive and optimistic. It's almost as if they could have been on holiday with us. And same thing when I was on land, on traveling to the countries, tour guides or wherever I was. Some of them would commute 2 hours on a bus just to get to work so that they could show us around, teach us things, be our guide, um, crack joke after joke after joke with us, entertain us for a couple of hours, just really make us feel at home, literally treating us like almost like family. And I saw some of the places people lived in, and some of it is literally tin shacks, corrugated iron shacks put together, uh, security bars all over the place. Some places were okay, but they just made things work. What I did get, what I recognized or got out of that was it's the company that makes all the difference. If you've got the right company, you're pretty wealthy. You're good. As long as you've got good company and I guess enough food in your belly for the day, you're doing all right. So it was a big eye opener for me. Then coming back home to the first world problems of not having something in the right color or not having it the next day or whatever the case may be. Sure, we all have our problems, but really hit home for me to just count my blessings even more so than I do. We have so much to be grateful for. We have a lot. It's very interesting traveling the globe and looking at how other people live, what they have, what they don't have. They almost look up to us, all these foreigners that travel to their lands and visit their stores or give them something or buy something from them. It's such an eye opener. So anyway, I'm just gonna basically round it up by saying, count your blessings each and every day. It's not about what you've got; it's who you've got. Everything is, for me personally. This is what I've said even before traveling. I started my travels. For me, it's all about the company. Company makes it all for me. So if you've got one or two friends, genuine friends that love you, then you're pretty rich already. You've got a lot. If you have a roof over your head, running water, food, you're doing pretty damn good. I saw a lot of beauty, a lot of pretty places, pretty buildings, and lovely people right in the middle of poverty, literally going from one street to the next, one extreme to the other. From a beautifully decorated building, walking down a block or two into what looked like the slums, just about. So much contrast in such a small space. It was really, really interesting. So anyway, I'll just stop with that and say again, count your blessings. When things aren't going well, when you're struggling with something, when you've got problems, just think that these problems, this will eventually pass. Problems don't stay with you forever unless you keep hanging on to them. Just do your best to count your blessings, keep your vibe up, and just be grateful. If you're really struggling, just find one tiny little thing to be grateful for and work on it. Just take that as a first step. And on that note, I'm going to stop blabbing and wish you all a good night. And until next time, thank you to all who tuned in and watched. And till next time.